It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The drive will start with an option going left. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And that's caught inside the 30.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Swift. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
There he goes, right side.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell.
42 yards.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's 15-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a
left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Prescott. Dancing to his left.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Room here to run.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his left.
Left side to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Prescott to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run with Pollard.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Once again, it's Swift.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Nothing after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's 3rd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 52 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Here's Swift, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try to run with Swift.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game. And since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go. But they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way. But what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. Prescott on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll run right here with Swift.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here's Swift. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 87 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a carry for Swift.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try to run with Swift.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play action now. Prescott out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Steps away to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, this is Turpin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Silver. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Stop. 63. Watch the whip.
Swift going to try up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. They'll try to run with Swift. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, this is Turpin. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
and so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They start the drive with White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, they'll run with White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield to throw it.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Mayfield looks to throw.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7.
7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 7-7, our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Once again, it's Swift.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Elijah Cansey in on the stop.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running is Swift. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Third and 9 here. Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll go down at the 28.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Levante David in on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Boston Scott, his first carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's Swift.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Mayfield. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the handoff, this is Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, 49 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a 1st down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to Palmer. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now Mayfield.
That's complete to White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Mayfield now.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Mayfield with it once more. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Mike Evans from 21 yards away.
And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown.
63 yards.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Darius.